Sorry, Melissa. I was just going to really quickly, Pamela, are you wanting to lead, and then I'll just fill in for you? Tell me. I don't want to step on your toes. So what's best for you?
I'm okay with you leading.
Okay.
This is my first, so I can learn from you. You have experience with this.
Okay. Welcome to Dove and Dragon Radio. I'm your host, M.L.Ruscsak. I'm here with two wonderful special guests today, Sandy and Pamela. Welcome.
Hey, M.L., how are you? Good morning. I guess it's afternoon, isn't it? It's kind of afternoon.
It doesn't really matter. We're all in different time zones, so we got everything covered right now. So for our listeners and our viewers, what is it that you ladies are into?
Oh my gosh, so many things. But today we wanted to talk a little bit about the People's Platform, which is an awesome tool to help us save money on things we're spending money on anyway. It also helps us just get the best deal possible by giving us connections to a bunch of different resources so that we can collectively get a better deal. It's got a financial literacy program in there that helps you pay off all your debt, including your mortgage, in the next 2 to 5 years. And then we top it all off with a Succeed section to help develop people skills or personal development or even corporate development so that we can help our staff work well together so that people don't leave because of personnel issues.
Okay, you have a lot going on with one little app. So let's break it down into sections because otherwise it sounds overwhelming. So let's go with the one that everyone needs, is how to save money or get money back.
Yes, I love that part because it is really just like any other app that you would use, like Apple Pay, Google Pay, Samsung Pay. And so it's going to protect your credit card information. And then we've partnered with most of the big bank merchants like Sam's Club, Kohl's, in Chili's, big Home Depot, Lowe's. And every time you pay through the app, you're going to get anywhere from 4 to 24% back in cash. And then in just a minute, you'll be able to toggle and opt for Bitcoin back if that's your thing. If you want to have some Bitcoin investment without having to take the risk of investing your own money, you can toggle to Bitcoin and you'll be able to get that back. But right now you can get cash back, and then it's immediately spendable on any other purchase within the app. So it's not store specific. And so I love that piece because I can talk to moms that are shopping at Walmart only or Amazon only, and they can pay through this app and then get cash back immediately that they can use going forward.
That is awesome. Now, I was big in the early 2000s with Ebates. Now, they've changed names and everything else, but you have to wait 3 to 6 months to get the cash back. And you're talking 4% minimum, where theirs is 0.1% minimum.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm the worst at remembering to gather things up or to go back and use them. So I'm an instant gratification kind of girl where I don't want to have to plan my savings. I just want to be frugal and responsible with my money, but I don't want to have to work so hard that I forget to take advantage of those deals.
Exactly. I get so frustrated. I go to the stores. Okay, I have my Kroger app. I have my Walmart app. I have my Myers app. You have 5 or 6 different apps to save money. You forget which app you're supposed to be using.
Yes. This one, first of all, is stackable. So if you have your favorite Kroger app, for example, and there are deals that you're going to get just because you go in and click some things in Kroger, you can still do that. And then when you check out, and pay, you're going to get a digital gift card. So it's just like you had bought a gift card from the store. You're going to spend it exactly the same way. You're just going to generate it on your phone. So one of the things I love about it is I don't have to take my wallet with me now, which is great because I tend to leave it wherever I am. And so if I won't leave my phone though. Isn't that funny? But I can pay through my phone and not have to have my wallet, and everything is super duper secure, and it's almost any store that I go into. So I'm loving it.
That is awesome. I mean, that saves me time, that saves me energy, and gets me money back. That sounds like a no-brainer.
I love what the piece that's saying. This was last year, February, or no, this is when it was November, we went to Atlanta. And I had left my purse at the hotel, not thinking about it. We were at a convention, and a group of us went to eat lunch during the break. And I got there and realized I did not have my purse. And I'm thinking, I don't want to not eat and I don't want to borrow money from somebody. And where we went was on our app. So it's like, oh, cool, I'm good then because I've got everything I need in my app. So I was able to order what I wanted to order, not have to worry about somebody else picking up the tab and paying them back, and pay for it, and then get cash back for what I was paying for. So that was just an awesome, a lot of de-stressing, right?
Right. How many times do we go out on a business meeting, then we decide to get lunch later? This has happened when I was out in the LA. I forgot that I don't have money. Well, what do? I have maybe a couple dollars so I can get something like a bagel. It's not going to be a nutritious thing, but now you've given me an app. I have everything on my phone.
Yes, it's a great tool for business owners to give as an employee benefit. So you can track expenses, you can give them a way to save money, but it's a huge benefit without costing a lot of money. And so I love what you just said. It made me think of it. It's a great way to really just create that employee morale and lift them up and empower them so that they get that success, those success principles we mentioned briefly, but also give them a way to save money. So maybe we can't afford to give them a raise to cover cost of living, because cost of living was what, like 11% last year, and nobody's getting an 11% raise this year. But if we can give them something that's going to save a couple $100 a month on things they're already spending money on, it's almost like we try to make up some of the difference.
That is an awesome brainstorm. It really is, because you're already adding a business element into your situation when you have your creating people skills. So adding the app for your employees, now you're marrying morale, but you're also adding in your other products that are on the app.
Yes. And oftentimes there is a section in the people's platform where most businesses can advertise for free. And so I love that too, because we give them the ability to reach out to hundreds of thousands of users. And unlike Groupon, where they've got to do a big rev share, there is no revenue share here. And so it's absolutely a win-win. And then if we tie it all together so that they're sharing it with their employees, they're saving money, and everybody is using this, gives us the ability to use a platform like Facebook or Instagram or any social media platform where generally the owners of those platforms are keeping all the profits. And now we've got a platform where we can take those profits and pass them back to the people. And that way we can really make a difference.
Now, you just gave me another thing. You have free advertising for businesses. How many businesses out there pay $1,500 up a month for advertising just locally? You're not just local. You're doing free advertising everywhere this app is.
Yes, absolutely. It's all across the United States and Canada. And it does have a geolocator within it. So people can go in and search within that radius. And then if businesses work all across the country, then they have the option to trigger that tag as well. And so they'll show up anywhere. And then the market of users with the app are dedicated. So they're checking the app first, and they're going to use somebody in the app if they can. And, if they can't, then they'll go a different way. But I love that too. It just starts to create even more customer loyalty.
Right. When you have a small business, okay, we see a lot of small businesses right now. What's your major way of getting traffic? Hashtags on Twitter, Instagram, stuff like this. Well, now you're on an app that saves people money. They get money back, and they're tagging their location. And it's costing businesses nothing, and it's rewarding your customers.
Exactly. Win-win.
We love the win-win. So, what doesn't your app, your thing do right now? Because you're giving financial advice, you're teaching financial literacy, which we need in the US and Canada right now. You're giving businesses free marketing. You're giving businesses incentives for their employees, and you're giving customers money back. So what aren't you doing?
Well, ultimately, we're trying to help people become first financially secure and then financially free. And the platform is designed to help people tie in to the pieces that they like best. And so it really is special and unique because that Succeed section is developed by two of the top leadership experts in the world, according to Inc. Magazine number 20 and number 39, and they develop most of the content that's in there. And so I feel like that's the hidden gem that's in the People's platform, in that app too, that people should really understand is there, because so many times we want to mentor with somebody, or we go spend a weekend and spend tens of thousands of dollars to do like a Grant Cardone or some of these amazing personal development folks that inspire us and motivate us, but it's just a weekend. But if we can fill our subconscious with little pieces of information every single day from people that have success, that have fruit on the tree, just like those guys do, now we've got a sustainable chance of really changing and making a difference and keeping our subconscious in the right frame of mind to keep moving our business or our lives forward. And that's really, it's right at the very bottom of everything that's in there. It's tucked away, but it's almost magical in what it's designed to do, which is really help people pick the thing that they need help with or that they want help with, and then tie into that information and start to make a difference.
Okay, so on the People's platform, I'm actually bringing it up right now because I'm naughty today. I didn't bring it up beforehand. But we're talking about this. So we have so much going on in this. So you can do this at home. You can do this engaging on any device, which means your PlayStations. How many times do we our kids buy with mommy or daddy's credit card a new game and don't tell us about it? Well, you can connect it to this. Now you're getting money back for that game that they just had to have.
Yes, and you're right. Xbox and Nintendo and all those guys are in here. And so I love that too. And then it also limits what they can buy. So if we set a gift card, we create that gift card and put it in there for $100, then there are no accidental charges down the road because it's only tied to the gift card instead of our credit card.
See, that keeps the kids in line a lot better than, I have a teenager. Now, she doesn't do this very often, but how many times has she ordered DoorDash? Because DoorDash credit card is, on there. If you have the DoorDash gift card, now there's a spending limit.
Yes. And same thing. I did exactly the same thing because we travel a ton. And it's just easier to cook. I mean, easier to order DoorDash or Uber Eats than to cook. And so I went in and connected it to one of our gift cards instead of my debit card. And it's much better control for sure.
Well, it's better control, and you limit what you can buy, but at the same time, you're still getting money back. So you're continuously getting money back on your gift cards, getting money back in the app to spend over here somewhere else.
Yes, exactly.
Now you have other resources on there. So you said there's so much on here. I can't even go through all of it in one little section. But what else other than just saving money can we tell our listeners how to use the app?
There are great opportunities we partnered with Priceline. So we've negotiated some discounted pricing on rental cars, hotels, and on resorts. And so I love that component too, because I know that you love a good deal and I love to get a good deal, and I love taking vacation. I like to book a vacation from a vacation. And so I love the Thing or Two Resorts, Thing or Two Travel section of this People's platform because it lets me do exactly that. Book a vacation from a vacation. And I know that I'm always getting the best price, and I'm getting access to overstocked inventory with the timeshares without having to sit through a timeshare spiel. And so it's, again, a win-win. So I can get a condo with a kitchen so that I can be a little bit separate from our kids, but still be right there with them and not need double hotel rooms, things like that. And still get a really, really good price while I'm doing it and not have to sit through a timeshare spiel.
Yeah, we don't have time as business owners to sit through a share whatever. That's what, 2 to 3 hours sometimes 4 to 6. We don't have time for that when we're on vacation.
Yes.
And you get the free breakfast or whatever buffet that they give you, and it's usually potatoes and onions and little things. It's not something that actually fills you up. Can we tell that I've done this a few times? But when you book a vacation on here, and I love this because I'm getting ready to travel again, now I can save on the vacation and get paid back.
Yes, exactly. And you can use trip credits for part of the cost. And so it's almost like you've got a travel savings account through this People's platform. So you're saving for either, I like to take a vacation once a quarter. But I have friends that only get to take a vacation once a year. And so they save their trip credits all year long and then take one maybe massive, amazing vacation. Or sometimes it's just a staycation because it's been so crazy. But to be able to get away and stay away from home and just relax and use those trip credits to do it has really made a difference.
Right. It doesn't matter if you're going out of state, out of country, or just out of the city, just to get away for a weekend or a week without being in your house, and you're getting money back. You're saving money. You're de-stressing your life.
Yes, absolutely. And then the other hidden thing that's in here, there is a teledoc service that is wonderful. For less than $30, you get a visit. You can fill up to 3 prescriptions. I use it all the time when I'm traveling because I don't have great health insurance as a self-employed person. And so I can see a doctor anywhere I am, and they'll call in a prescription usually within an hour or 2. And it has come in handy so many times and so much cheaper than going to an urgent care where it's a couple $100 usually. And not having to be exposed to crazy germs and not having to be out. The last thing you want to do when you're feeling crummy is get in the car and go try to find a doctor, especially if you're not at home. And so that's in there. Again, a great benefit for employees, but also a great benefit just for us to be able to take advantage of that benefit that's in there.
Of course. I mean, self-employment, if you're in entertainment, if you're self-employed, if you run a small business, your health insurance sucks. Let's go be perfectly real. Self-employment health insurance sucks. You're still paying $100 to $150 minimum just to walk in the door of urgent care. That's just to walk in the door. That's not covering your prescriptions. That's not covering the doctor's time. That's not covering anything else. Here, you're paying $30. You're getting prescriptions filled. Yes, you still have to pay for the prescription, but $30 versus $150.
Yes, absolutely. And then the financial fitness program that's tucked away in here, it used to be a completely separate product. So it's a $150 kit that would come, and it is literally designed to help you pay off all your debt, including your mortgage, in the next 2 to 5 years. And the way that it does that is incredible. Paul and I implemented it when we first started with this program, and it took us 2.5 years to do that. And it's because it teaches offense, defense, and the history of money. I'm a shopper. I love to shop. I love to give gifts. It makes me happy. My husband is really frugal and he doesn't love any of that. So it created a ton of conflict. And so part of what that financial literacy program did was it got us on the same page. And it does teach great defense. So it's kind of like a Dave Ramsey defense, but not quite as intense because you don't have to give everything up in order to get debt free. It says, hey, let's couple defense. We need a good budget. We need delayed gratification. We need to think about what we're doing and not make impulse purchases. We need to spend less than we make. I mean, just basic things like that. But let's couple that with offense. Let's be honest and understand that at least in the United States, to be self-employed, to have a home-based business or not even a home-based business changes your tax structure, and you get to make your money, you get to deduct your expenses and you get taxed on what's left, versus a W-2 employee where you make your money, they take taxes, and you live on what's left. So you can see that there's a discrepancy. And what this course does is it teaches teaches that concept and says, hey, you don't have to have a brick and mortar business in order to take advantage of these tax laws. You can have a home-based business and take advantage of these tax laws and deduct things that you would not be able to deduct as just a W-2 employee. And let's couple that together. So let's play good offense. Let's play good defense. Let's understand that by eliminating debt, we can strengthen the value of the dollar. And now people feel empowered and they have a plan. And once we have a plan, then we can implement action.
There are a lot of debt consolidation places out there. They don't do what you're doing with this teaching. Debt consolidation is wonderful. They take so much money out the top and they negotiate the debt, and it's usually 70% of what you're paying, they're negotiating, and they get rid of some of the interest, but you're not learning how to control your spending. You're not learning tax deductions. You're not learning, hey, you can get more money back at the end of the year or the first of the year.
Yes. And this is the perfect time for that, because people are thinking about taxes. They're either very, very happy because they're about to get a big refund, or they're very, very sad because they're about to have to pay or set up a payment plan. And so January, we're still in January. So technically anything that happens right now, we can deduct for the whole year. And obviously you want to counsel your accountant for accounting advice, but we are at the beginning of a new year. And so it's the perfect time to implement some of these strategies to take advantage of what's available.
Right. And then next year, you're going to be really, really happy that you did.
Yes.
And then you can be like me and file your taxes before the end of January.
Exactly. Me too. I was like, oh, Tuesday's the filing opens on Tuesday, this past Tuesday. In case you guys didn't know, it was Tuesday, what 19th. Was that date? Tuesday the 19th, you could start filing with the IRS. The faster you get them filed, the faster you get your money back. So we got to get that done.
Yep. I actually had everything laid out so they can be actually sent in on the 20th.
Yes. Excellent.
So that's exactly how I work as a business mindset, is as soon as the tax IRS opens for the new taxes for the year prior, they're in there. My taxers are done. I get my money back. I'm happy even as a business owner.
Melissa rocks.
I get money, and I've been trying to teach money to family and friends for 19, 20 years. It makes sense to me. Money makes sense as a number. I love my numbers. But if you can do little things to have more money throughout the year, you're much happier than trying to scramble to get things.
Yes.
You have to be a little bit frugal to find your best deals, to get money back, find your rebates, have trips planned from other trips, save money where you can. It doesn't matter if you live in a mansion or in a trailer, you still want to save money.
Yes. Definitely.
You still want those tax deductions. Well, how do you get tax deductions? You have to find out how to do it. Pam, you're being very quiet. What do you have to add?
A couple things that I thought about was I love, it's hard for me to pick one thing that I love about this step, because I use daily. I'm listening to the podcast, which is the mentoring, the educational piece. But one of the things that also Shady had mentioned about the teledoc, we also have a prescription card in there that's free with this app. So that cuts down on, you're paying for your prescriptions, but it's going to cut down on the price that you're going to pay. And like she had mentioned, the ability to stack your savings, so you can go into our coupon section. I know a lot of people, if they're getting the oil change, they go to the coupon section, get the coupon, and then go to wherever they're buying the oil change from that's in the app. And so they're stacking that piece. So it's that ability to do that.
Money back. Isn't it fun?
Exactly.
We're making
and
money
so,
babies.
well, and we, my heart and I don't go out to eat a lot, but we always pick places that are on the app.
Mhm.
And if those places have a rewards program, a card, then I have that. Like, so we go to Chili sometimes, and I'm on the rewards program, so I get free appetizer, and then we pay for our meal, and so I get money back, and then I got the free appetizer, which is about $10 for free. You can get a free drink or free appetizer. Well, it makes more sense to get the most for your money, right?
Mhm.
So I'll get the free appetizer to, it's the chips and dips to save with us, and then we get money back for buying that. Or like we've taken, his mom wanted to go to Cheesecake Factory one time. So we took her there, and then I immediately had to go somewhere else, and I used the money I got back. So like we could talk about the immediately being able to turn around and use that. We've not been able, like when we were going to go, before everything went crazy, we were going to go to his brother's wedding in Las Vegas. We actually got a 2-bedroom suite for under $300 for the whole week. And we had to cancel because things changed because of everything, right? And immediately got our credits back, our trip credits back. Everything was real smooth. The customer service is just amazing. And that's so important to me, is the ability to have good customer service. And with this app, we have that. So if there's a little glitch or something happens, they are immediately on top of it for you. And they're just phenomenal. And that's huge for me.
Customer service right now is one of the biggest things. I don't know how many times I've had to use an app and you get someone who A, isn't in the country, B, they don't care about their job, so they don't care if they're giving you great customer service or crummy customer service. They're just there for a paycheck. But when you have great customer service and they understand that the world is crazy right now and trips are going to be canceled, there's nothing we can do about it. There's going to be things that are not beyond our control, and they still give you great customer care. That is the key to the best business anywhere.
I totally love that.
We have to have a great customer service. If you don't have customer service today, you don't have a business.
Exactly.
But we are almost out of time. So where can our listeners and our viewers find this wonderful app?
So, do you want me just to share like my link in the chat with you, and you can take, I can do it, a link or a QR code, which is going to be easiest for you?
Well, whatever you send me will be in the comment section, but tell our people where to find you. Is it actually in the Apple App Store, Google App Store? Where is it actually in the app stores, or is there a website they have to go to?
It is in the app stores, but it is an affiliate income product. And so we want ML to get credit and Pamela for being the connection. And so this link that is in the comment section will take them to the app store, but it'll be tied to you guys so that you get credit. And and what I love about it is an affiliate income product. So that means if you share it with your friends, you have a choice. You can get trip credits that you for free that you can share every time one of your friends uses it, downloads it and gets it. You'll get some trip credits for free. Or if you want to be an affiliate, you'll get paid every time, a little bit of commission every time they use the app. And so it's just extra money that you have available to you if you want to do that.
That is wonderful. See, you can earn more money by doing a little bit of nothing. I love my affiliate marketings. We have every store out there, I think, is going to affiliate marketing in some way, shape, or form, but you're getting money by saving your friends money.
Yes. And you're going to tell them about it anyway, right? You're not going to sit there and you get your meal for half price and let them pay full price. And so you might as well either get paid or get trip credits. And so I love that.
Exactly. I mean, we all take our phone to our restaurants. We don't take our purses anymore, but we take our phone. So we're sitting there on our app and you're going to say, hey, are you guys using your app to pay for this? Are you saving money on your meal? Hey, I have this great app that saves me money. So my meal is now free because I have enough money in my app to pay for.
exactly.
Exactly.
But I did post a link in the chat for you, Melissa. And like you said, when you're paying for your meal, anything, and we can include the tip for the waitress in the app too. So there also saves the concern of them taking your credit card and adding extra to it later, because you're
Mhm.
making that gift card right there for the total amount plus tip in most locations and handing it to them. So whenever they take the thing, you can tell the rest of it's yours. So they love that.
That makes everything simpler. Now they don't have to come back and shoo you away from the table. They don't have to do anything. You know, we want to keep our wait staff happy and friendly and healthy, but at the same time, we don't want extra charges later.
Right.
But this has been a wonderful conversation. Sandy, Pam, thank you for so much for being on the show today.
Thank
Thanks
you for having us.
in stereo. Thanks for having us.
Oh, that's awesome. So, and for our listeners and our viewers, happy saving.